Jesus. Hello. Maya Tavanati, Rick DeVos.
Maya, how has your faith contributed to your experience here? You said you brought Jesus with you. How has that contributed to this entire experience?
I brought him because I felt like people needed him here. Turns out we did. So everything I do comes from and for my faith.
How about winning the second time? Tell me about how that was like in life.
It felt great. It felt really. I felt like I won it way before I got here. So I had a great piece. I was very proud of, and I kind of went into it a lot different this year. Just really got out of the way and just let happen whatever was going to happen this year.
How do you mean?
Well, I think last year I had a lot more hope for what I wanted, and this year I didn't even really think about it that much. Just really got into the experience. I think it's the most avant-garde arena in art out there, and I think it's amazing.
When you say you felt like what you won, you meant just being in the contest, felt like winning and being a part of it.
Just letting the process go wherever it wanted to, trusting the people to make the right decision, and when you bring Christ to town, and I just knew that He had certain things in store for me, and I wasn't going to tell Him how to do His job, So.
Maya, for a long time you worked on the piece laying down, and as you knew, it looked completely different when you stood it up. What was the first thing that went through your mind when you stood it up in the last place?
It worked. That's exactly what I thought. It was the first time I saw it when I stood up, as is with all my mistakes. So you do them in sections, and you don't really know how they're going to go, and you really do have to create on faith, and it's a very hard thing to orchestrate and to keep control of the aesthetic variations in that, and then put it together in pieces, and then it goes from 6 pieces to 2 pieces to 1, and it was very gratifying to see it work turn out the way I hoped it would.
Originally, this was a commissioned work. Obviously, now it belongs to ArtPrize. How do you feel about starting over and doing that again?
Well, I will certainly, you could never do the same one twice because every piece is, unique. And I'll just let myself be guided in how that's going to evolve and what variations I'll do in the next piece. But they will definitely have their piece by the time the church is done in a year. So I'm very much looking forward to having my first altar piece up on an altar.
What was the model in your brain when you were creating the features?
He's a friend of mine. His name is Chris, and he's a former professional surfer. So I actually photographed him. We built the cross out of Home Depot beams, and I made the crown of thorns from a Michael's wreath. And we planted the cross out in the redwoods in Santa Cruz. Did the photo shoot, and the minute I looked through the camera, I just knew that I had the right person, and it was going to be perfect.
You created a glass mosaic from a picture that you took, but how is this a reflection of you as a person?
Well, everything I do is, I have so much DNA in that piece that people ask me all the time what inspired this piece, and I don't choose my subjects. They choose me. And when I was done with ArtPrize last year, admittedly, it took me months to recover. It's felt closure with my former series, Spolata, and I just kind of prayed for the right thing to come along, and that same week I was hired to do this project. So I'm like, yeah, I can do Jesus, It was perfect for me. So, but my last work was very spiritual for me too, and it was my unveiling. And I went through a lot with that piece, and I think that prepared me to create this work.
I know today's been a little bittersweet for you. Is there anything you want to say about it?
My mother died this morning. So, turns out, you know, he's in the right place. And I'm not, the town's not the only one who needs, you know, that little dose of, you know, uplifting, being uplifted, and joy, and I think that's what the work does. And I haven't looked at him yet, so I'm trying to stay calm.
She was here with you last year. What did she say to you?
No, my mom wasn't here. She hasn't been able to make it, even though my two sisters were here in ArtPrize this year. All three of us, she wanted to be here very, very much, and my brother installed everything, but she got pneumonia and had a really unexpected turn for the worse this morning. So I was hoping to be able to go up tomorrow and, you know, share this with her, but she's here. And that video, the woman who won the time-based award, and I'm sitting there going, that told me she was here.
What do you think she would say to you right now?
You did the right thing.
For 2 years now, ArtPrize has been a dominant part of your life. Now you're done.
Yeah.
How's that working? You gonna miss us?
Absolutely. Like I said, I love ArtPrize. You know, obviously I don't like a lot of the things that revolve around ArtPrize, but I'm here because I think it is the most, if anyone knows me in my life and my career and my teaching, it stands for everything that I stand for, and that's, you know, freedom of expression, not only of the artist but of the people, and I've always created a whole career around that, so that's why I came for that. I think it's the most avant-garde thing in the art world, and it's not easy. It's not easy when you're thrown into the top 10, and you have to, you know, you have to learn how to hold your center, hold your faith in who you are as an artist and a person, no matter what anyone says. 'Cause I know I'm on the right path, but this piece has already taken on a life of its own, and I'm very excited to see where it takes me.
You gonna miss us?
Yeah, I've made a lot of great friends here.